Hey, what is Central Beard? This is a thing about the Just Colored Lighting shader, about the way modded and flashing and flickering and changing lights can work. They don't require anything else from me. If you want to make some cool textures or mods that have flashing and changing lights, you can just do that and they will just work. So you can do all kinds of cool stuff you maybe couldn't do before. I'm going to show some of the adjustments you can make for it to change how this behavior works if you're playing. The main things we'd look at is inside of colored lighting, lighting updates. There's a speed adjuster, and you can choose whether or not to fade the updates. If we reset it to the default, we run it 1 update per frame, which you can see gives a little bit of like a pulsing effect. If we turn that up, it's going to eat some frames probably, but you get a more instant movement. You can also choose whether or not to fade lighting updates. If that's off, generally things look better with it on. But with it, if we turn it on and turn it really high up, you'll see we get less of a flicker and more of like a gradual fade, but it kind of brings in a little bit of that pulsing. So you can kind of play with this stuff and get it how you want it. If you want it super fast, just turn up the update speed pretty much, and you could maybe turn off the fade. I don't think you really even need to. If you turn this all the way down, it'll run a little faster, I think. Let's look at the difference. So with it doing that, oh, my stuff's capped. So here's 420 and 90 to 80. There's 430. Yeah, so maybe it's not that much of a difference. You just kind of, but it might be. And if you were on a lower frame rate, that's where you'd notice, see, like it might pulse a little bit on those default settings. Let's look at some other textures. This is more of a like a flashing, if you want like a power grid or something, maybe, I don't know. And again, this update speed is a thing to kind of save frames. And see, if you change that, and maybe even do that, you get much more responsive change. And I can make that update even faster if that still has a little bit of a pulse that bothers anybody. But yeah, that's part of how this just works with anything, is it just detects what the stuff is. So if you have any mods you're making or resource packs or anything that don't work as expected, let me know and I will try to make adjustments for them. But I hope that this helps you guys just create more fun stuff. And if you don't like the other flickering and stuff that's in there, you can just turn this to do no overrides or do still colored overrides, and that won't flicker torches at all. It'll kind of make them regular. And I also added the option for and I also added options to change the brightness and the vibrance. And you can make glowing concrete if you want to make a bunch of like neon signs or something. And that way you can just kind of do your little cyberpunk build or whatever and have every color you'd want. And just make some cool stuff. Hope everybody has fun with this, and any more suggestions or anything, let me know, because I'm just trying to make cool stuff, and I'll talk to you guys soon.